If you're afraid of moving to the coast here in Torrevieja and Orihuela Costa only to find a ghost town in the winter, then this strip might be your answer. Today, we're looking at the commercial side of Punta Prima. So we're starting with, if we can show the people, Luis. This is the newest here. As you can see here, the Sol Plaza. You have the Chinese store, the bowling, a new restaurant, Wave the Wave, meat place, Asian restaurant, and finishing with Popeyes right here. Now this one, Luis, was just built in the last year or two, no? And
yes.
In fact, there's one unit remaining. So what's your opinion on this new one?
Look, it was a surprise because I think it was built super fast.
Yes.
And in general, one of the reasons why I would say I like Punta Prima a lot is because of this, because you have many things, you know, and it's close to the beach. I think location.
Oh, show them. The sea's right there. Look, you can see it from here. See, it's just there. Yeah.
In the previous video, we were in Nautilus, which is like
just down there, yeah.
Yes, it's super close.
And in fact, sorry to interrupt you, but the point of the last video was to talk about you have the tranquility down there, and you have the lively atmosphere up here. No, we're actually just passing the Sol Plaza now, and if you could just spin the camera again.
Yes.
Ironically, one of the only Spanish restaurants in this part of the coast in Torrevieja Orihuela Costa, especially Orihuela Costa because it's more international, but it's very popular. One of the few that actually closes down in the winter months from November to March because they want to.
Yes.
If they wanted to stay open, they could easily do so. But this is the most famous Spanish restaurant in the area, and it's fantastic. We've been several times, haven't we?
Yes, they're always super busy. And for some entrepreneurs, you know, if you want to make some competition, I think it will be a very good opportunity because in the area there are not many Spanish options, right?
Correct, exactly. And yeah, essentially we're now coming to the Punta Marina, which in comparison to the place we showed you before, Sol Plaza, essentially brand new. This one here was the first commercial unit in this area. Around 20 years ago it was built, and it's very famous because of McDonald's is there, as we're coming to right now. And you also have the Busiest, which is the furniture store, and of course the main supermarket, which is the Consul. And in addition to that, you also have very famous places like Captain's Table, which we know very well. There's also parking here, plenty of spaces.
The Consum car rental, next to it there's a gas station.
Yes, of course.
Milar, which is like I don't know how to say, ferreteria or electrodomésticos as well.
Like a hardware store kind of thing.
Hardware store, tobacco shop, the car shop. Pharmacy, euro change, like a currency exchange
and in
as
fact,
well.
We also mentioned that in the last video, you asked me about the Punta Prima beach side. Show the viewers the other side of the street. This is what I was talking about before, where you see the likes of the real estate company. And Yoko. This is
down there, no?
If you can, pan over to the Blue Bridge, and you see that the Blue Bridge is the connecting part. No, that from me, this side is the beachfront, and then this side we're walking on is the commercial side of things. Now, technically, this is called Punta Marina, and parts of this can be considered balcones, or it can also be finuelica. But geographically speaking, for many of us, it's an extension of Punta Prima, no? Beach over there, commercial unit here. And
correct.
We are now...
It's actually a very popular rotonda, no?
Roundabout, yes.
Yes.
Even though it's probably less popular now because those traffic lights that they put, you know?
Yeah.
And house prices here, again, stretching from here up until Calle Scorpiones. You can find a 2-bed starting around 140, but it's an older resale from maybe 20 years ago. Or you can have a nearly new build, you know, something in the last 10 years or so, from 300,000.
I think it's just perfect to live. Well, I mean, we have lived up there.
We've lived very close.
Because walking distance, you have many things that you use in your day-to-day, you know, like, of course, I think it's amazing to live close to the beach, you know, but when you live in a place and you have to be here all year round, it's also important to have useful things to you as well, you know?
And to be honest, from here, you can walk to the beach over that Blue Bridge in 15 minutes or so, you know? And if you wouldn't mind, Luis, also turn around right now so we can show arguably the busiest part of the strip, you know?
Yes.
Which may be very familiar to many of us. As you can see here, the Asia kitchen right there. Next to it is Sol Luna. And of course, you also have the hairdressers in between, and then very famous things like SKP. And we're gonna cross or we're gonna stay over here? What do you think?
Let's just cross.
Wanna cross?
The gas station, low cost, very good one, by the way. Let's just cross.
Let's just cross, yeah, so we can, this is the busiest part for sure. So yes, as we said, the Asia kitchen, arguably the busiest Chinese Asian restaurant in the area, no? Don't you think?
Yes, I think so, yes, definitely.
And then like we said, also you have Sol Luna. Pan over here to the left so they can see everything, please. And then one of the best meat places right there, where it says Carne a la Piedra, this is SKP. And then you also have, again, I would say the busiest bar on the entire coast, perhaps.
Yes.
No? The
all year round is the best.
Yes, and in fact, they have
for
some
current customers
already. Yeah.
Yes.
And Pig and Pollo is more recent, no?
Yes.
This is in the last couple of years or so. And speaking of recent, they've actually also opened a new real estate company, I believe. Next to, okay, we have the Indian restaurant also.
Here's the real estate company.
And then I think it's Notar, no? Yes, right there. And then Manda Huevos is the
It's crazy. It's crazy that they're here, right? Like
Yes,
it's like a restaurant kind of thing,
The
no?
thing is that they have like only that real estate place and also the hairstylist, you know?
Yes.
And then Manda Huevos, which we just showed also.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we're back over here next to the Blue Bridge I mentioned before. We just showed you, of course, the busiest commercial side of the Punta Prima. And beachside, as we said before, I would consider this part here the beachside part, you know? Where you have the Yoku, and you also have the Gandhi there, and the Eclipse, Marco Polo. And you also
Couple of
have
banks.
a couple of banks also, yes, the ice cream shop, the German place. I would, again, like I said, I know that for some people it's not exactly Punta Prima, but it's definitely an extension, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I think so.
You know?
I think it's also important, worth mentioning. They recently opened an action, and this action shop is like a, I don't know how to say it. It's like a bazaar,
Yes.
like a European brand, right?
Yes, yes. If you're from the UK, it's kind of like Home Bargains, I would say.
Oh, okay.
I think, to be honest, I haven't really been inside it too much, but I would say it's kind of like a Home Bargains kind of thing. But like I said, this is the separation we we're talking about before. That this blue bridge, to me, separates the seaside, beachside kind of things, and then the commercial side of things. So we're just going to finish off this part here with the commercial unit side of things, just showing you the places we mentioned before. Okay, so now this part here is essentially the end of Punta Prima, and to be honest, we're kind of getting into Playa Flamenca territory, but you can see here, it still says Punta Prima cars there. And we have the Dinastia there, the KFC there. We also have the Snap Shop, which is also quite a new addition.
A 24-hour shop.
Correct. And then you also have El Capitan, which is very popular for the live music. Very, very popular. And as I said before, this is coming to the end of Punta Prima. Again, it's more of an extension than the exact location of Punta Prima, but I want to include it because this Irish bar, especially here, the Temple Bar here, is, I would say, an extension, because many of the acts who perform in the bridge also perform here.
Yes.
You know, the likes of I think it's Miguel the saxophonist and Swag and things like that. Garage also there, yeah. And a Spanish bazaar there.
It's crazy
And like
because
I said,
there are many things here, right?
Yes, and then the Temple Irish Bar right there, like I said, which is almost an extension of the bridge, really, just around the corner, right?
Yes.
And then the German place right there. There's also a nice bakery where it says Pasteleria.
The dental clinic,
Also.
foreign exchange,
And then, of course, as you mentioned before, Luis,
the action. Yes, and the furniture shop as well.
Yes, and again, because on the other side of the road, El Capitan is right there, and it still says Punta Prima right there on those signs, as you can see. It's definitely an extension of Punta Prima, in my opinion. Wouldn't you say, Luis?
Yes, and that's why I told people in the previous video that I think this area is very, very well located because this is the main road, you
Correct.
know?
The N332, no?
Correct, and so basically this connects you pretty much anywhere you need to go, all right? Ah, look, El Capitan, look, we can see the paddle things as well.
Ah, yes, the paddle courts, and there's also a football thing behind also, yes.
Yes, they always play live music and it's very, very nice.
Yes.
And that's the action there. So in the next part of the video, we're gonna go to show the residential area, no?
Yes,
So,
some of the houses, to have an idea of the prices.
yeah,
no?
let's go.
Okay, so final part of the video talking about real estate. So right now, Calle Escorpiones is right here. And as I mentioned before, you can find yourself a decent resale for a decent price, as I mentioned before. But if you're looking if you're more interested in the modern resales, if you could just show Luis these kind of modern style buildings here, just behind the trees. These are essentially from here all the way up Calle Escorpiones, and they are starting around 350 for 2-bed, 2 baths. But little insider tip, go to the street behind in Calle Humedal, and you get it for 300 instead of 350. And the final houses I want to show you are the ones that are right in front of us here. So for example, these are not, in fact, these are just apartments we just showed you now. These are actually townhouses we're going to show you over here. This is just the final part of the video, just to show you some of the real estate that's available. As we said,
Right behind Punta Prima, this is just the...
correct, it's behind Sol Plaza. Yes, we started off here, we're going to finish here. So as we said, these ones over here, the more modern looking ones, are 2-bed, 2-bath apartments. But the ones that are here are actually townhouses, 3-bed, 2-bath. And they're starting around 354. So think about it, 354 for a 3-bed, 2-bath townhouse, or 350 for a 2-bed, 2-bath apartment, you know? And arguably, this is better here because it's actually closer to where the action is happening, right? So let's just give them an idea, Luigi, of how close this is, because as we cross this corner here, we can see exactly where we end up, right? And we can finish the video thereafter. But again, what do you think of the commercial side of Punta Prima, Luis?
Well, I like it a lot. It's very practical. When you live here, I think it's very, very practical. I think that's the difference between having a holiday home, you know, which can be also convenient to have something close, no?
Yes.
But also when you live here all year round, it's very useful to have this kind of commercial units because you have pretty much everything here, walking distance or 2 minutes by car, you know? And I think those things need to be considered when you move to the place.
You know? It's a nice park as well. It's been well maintained as well.
You can walk your dog. You can walk a little bit. These are very, very nice houses, these ones.
And like I said...
And this is where we started,
This is where we started, Sol Plaza. That's where we're going to finish. And as we said, these ones are actually townhouses, not apartments. And so, of course, if you are lucky enough to have one of the front-facing ones, then that solarium right there, the upper terrace, will be looking over the Sol Plaza onto the sea.
And there's something very important about that piece of land, that it's like a protected area, so that...
Correct, so they can't build there, right?
We will have ways...
Oh, there's one for sale right there, look.
Yes.
For sale. And like I said, these ones are starting from 350, 400,000, and they're 3-bed, 2-bath townhouses. So this gives you an idea of, essentially, the real estate part of Punta Prima, no?
Okay, so this is it. Okay, the end of this video, right where we started, right? Any comments, Sam, about Punta Prima?
Well, as I think we've mentioned it all in today's video, that I think that for many people, the commercial side of Punta Prima perhaps is more attractive. If you're looking for that kind of more active lifestyle, especially in relation to things being more lively, whereas if you're more of a beach goer or you want more tranquility, then it's probably the beach side of things, no?
Yeah, correct. So remember to join our Facebook group. It's free, okay? We're constantly sharing tips about the area, about how it's to move here, all things you need to know, all right? And if you are already in the process of moving to Torrevieja and Orihuela Costa and you want a full-time, like you want someone to be with you all the time, you can also book a call to see if we can help you with your
property search.
Yes. Thank you very much and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.